Hey, what's up guys? Justin with Tier 1 Tactical. Sorry I haven't been able to make a video the past few days, but we got a tropical storm come through here. It got pretty nasty. Rained for like 3 days straight, and then had a few other personal things I needed to take care of, especially with all the cleanup I had to do after the storm here and at the rental property. It was pretty bad. But today I want to do something a little bit different. Today I want to put two of my absolute favorite blades against each other. This here is the Tops Bob in 154 cm. This guy here is the Tops SXS, and it is in 1095. The thing is here is Tops does an excellent job at their heat treating. So I have no doubts that the 1095 SXS will perform just as well, if not better, than the Bob in 154. Now, a lot of people think that just because this is a super steel, it's going to perform better. That's not the case at all. When you're dealing with a knife that is as high quality as a Tops blade, they really know what they're doing when it comes to the heat treat. And people have this misconception that, you know, if it's not a super steel, it's not a great blade. I'm here to tell you that's not the case at all. That kind of aggravates me a little bit when I hear stuff like that, because there are some great blades that aren't a super steel or so-called super steel. 154 is a great steel, don't get me wrong. 1095, if done right, great steel. Now, I did film a chop test earlier, which I didn't realize that the camera was not recording, so I wasn't going to do it over again. This here is from the Bob. This one here from the SXS. Now, obviously, the majority of the weight for the SXS is right here. It's a well-balanced knife, don't get me wrong. Well balanced. But the thing is, that little bit of extra weight towards the end makes it a chopping beast, especially for being that size. I mean, this here, this is solid seasoned oak, so it's hard as a rock. Any type of blade that can do that to it is good in my book. But that's enough talking about it. I've already reviewed both these blades. Let's go ahead and get into the tests. Alright guys, next test will be batoning. I'm going to start out with a couple smaller ones. Seasoned oak, by the way. And then work our way to the big stuff. But let's go ahead and start out with the SXS. I could barely say that, but check out what it does to a little bit of the smaller stuff. Easy. A little bigger. Yep. Alright. Go into something a little bigger here. Yeah, it's pretty much through it. Bad placement on my part, but do one more. Yeah. The SXS. SXS. I still can't say it. This sucker is a beast. Let's move on over to the Bob and see what it can do. Got one ready for us. No problem. Yep. No problem. Alright. get her in the deeper water, see what she can do. I'll go to the absolute thickest point here. Not bad. Of course, you can see this thing's loaded with knots, so that kind of caused the deviation in my batoning skills there. But I'm gonna do it again and go right through that sucker. Boom. All in all, I gotta say they both work pretty well. But again, I gotta give this one to the SXS. It just has that head that really wants to split wood, and you know, the increase in thickness is a little more abrupt than the Tops Bob, so that gives it a little more of a wedge for splitting, which I actually I gotta say, this blade here has been one of my best blades, if not the best. But finally getting around to making a video about it and showing you guys what it's capable of. Now, this video wasn't directly to show off how good the SXS is, but I really wanted to put it up against the Tops Bob, which happens to be in 154 cm, and just show you guys just how well the Tops heat treat is. I mean, let's see. I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, still popping hairs pretty good, and I'm pretty sure it just took a layer of skin off my arm too. I'll know in a day or so. But the Bob, it's still sharp, but not hair popping sharp. Again, that's the heat treat, that differential heat treat you see. Now, of course, this one has it too, but something about that 1095, it just, I don't know. Tops really knows how to make a 1095. I will say that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next test. Alright. As you can see here, I got 4 little pieces of pecan. I was going to use the oak, but it's a little too hard to do feather sticks with. This is a little bit fresher, so it might go a little easier. But regardless, we'll see who's best by the end. This time, I'm going to go ahead and start with the Bob. Not too bad. Not bad at all. Now again, this isn't fresh. It's fresher than the oak, of course, but not bad for something that's kind of seasoned. Now, this come off of a huge branch that has been dead for a while, that actually came down in this past storm. So I don't know how long it's been dead. So I'm sure the fresh stuff might have gone a little bit better. But let's go ahead with the SXS. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and use this part and here. They both pretty much have the same grind on it. This one is a little thinner, but I'm gonna use both just to see what it can do. Yeah, that part really wants to bite in. I like using all areas of the knife, just, you know, I really like to know its capabilities, you know. If you were to pick a one knife option for your bug out bag or survival kit, what have you, you know, you kind of want it to do a number of things. It don't have to do everything perfect, but a good survival knife should do a lot of things well. But as you can see, the Bob did it just a little bit better, but being the SXS excels in other areas, I gotta say, she's definitely today's winner. But again, thank you guys for subscribing. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Check me out tomorrow. Got another one coming up. It's on the editing room floor right now as we speak. So stay safe out there. I'll see you guys on the next one.